All right, Dr. Greg here at FitRx Health and Wellness. So you hear me talk a lot about various topics of health, but and things we do here at the clinic. But I thought it would be beneficial to hear from an actual patient who has been with me for a while now and just radically changed his health. And so I just want to ask him, what made you come to FitRx or a clinic like this as opposed to the more, quote, traditional healthcare?
Well, I tried the traditional healthcare. I'm actually a nurse of 30 years, and but I was feeling fatigued and achy all the time. I was having AFib issues and many things go on, and I kind of researched it a little bit and just kind of felt that there was more to the story than what we were being told. And so, actually, my sister-in-law told my wife about your practice, and we made a visit, and I started listening and watching your podcast, and learned quite a bit through those. Tried to catch up on those. Watched them since. Just learned so much over the years.
So you're someone who has really embraced it all. The diet, the hormones, the biohacking, all of the lifestyle. Um, for people listening, tell us how that's changed you. Like what has changed the most, and what made you just go all in?
Yeah, the health, it was just such a profound change. Now, it wasn't immediate. I think I started with the keto diet, started losing weight, but I quickly noticed in the keto diet that you recommended the inflammation improved dramatically. And then the weight started coming off slowly over time. But I mean, that inflammation, the joint inflammation alone, be able to move more freely and exercise more freely and walk without hurting and all that kind of stuff. That was a huge motivation. And then I did have some health issues and had an emergent surgery and because of my AFib. But anyway, I guess the feeling of feeling better was the biggest motivation to keep going. And then later on, you told me or found out about intermittent fasting, and I started that as well. And we did a prolonged fast at one time, and it just, I don't know, just made sense. I feel better now. I'm 61, and I feel better now than I did when I was in my 40s.
Would you say there's one thing, if you had to pick one thing, hormones, diet, exercise, is there one thing in particular, or do you think it's all of
No,
the above?
I think it all works together. I don't, because I found something, I believed you, I checked it out myself. I kind of checked things out myself as well, and it held up to the test of, being legitimate or not. And I've just implemented those, and I've kept doing them this whole time. I haven't changed it a bit.
Those that know you, that work with you, family members, what kind of things have they noticed?
Yeah, my wife said I'm a completely different person altogether. So, and that's physically, but emotionally and spiritually, I mean, we're housed in our body, so we can't really disconnect those. But I don't know, everything is better. Yeah. If that makes sense.
For those that have maybe are still in the more traditional healthcare and have maybe contemplated moving to a practice like this that's more wellness based, but they just hadn't quite made the switch, what would you say to those people?
Oh, I would say to them, and I have said to quite a few friends and colleagues over the years, definitely try it. The holistic approach is the only way to go. Standard medical practice, and there's great doctors out there, naturally, MDs and such. But this is, to me, it's the only approach that really truly works.
Yeah.
And just based on my, testimony.
Yeah.
because I've lived it.
Yeah. Uh, you've lived it. I've seen the transformation over the years, and that's why I wanted to visit with him, because he has really bought into everything, and it shows, in just his life and the way he feels. So appreciate you talking with us, and yeah, so you've heard it from an actual patient. So Dr. Greg here at FitRx, and we'll talk to you next time.